second. All right, y'all. What's popping? Welcome to the early morning hustle show. All right, so we're gonna jump in. I'm late, but whatever we hear, I wanted to make sure that y'all got this fucking look, bitch. That's why I'm late. And we're gonna be fucking I'm slack today too. We're gonna be short, but we here. Okay. What's going on with my Instagram up? All right, so jumping right into it. So couple brainstorm or icebreakers. What's your favorite season? Um, that's another thing. It's Tarot Testimony Tuesday in the neighborhood. So, what are you grateful for today? Put it in the comments. Tell me. But like an attitude for gratitude. When you're grateful for more, you tend to get more. All right, and then finally, we're starting another challenge. So the our first scientific or our first science project is up. We decided on the Leo new moon that we would write a list of things that we wanted to manifest. And on the Leo full moon, we will check our progress. So we're checking our progress on our Leo new moon, full moon cycle in January. Be mindful of that. But now today is a Sagittarius new moon, and I love to manifest in fire sign energy. So don't forget to write down anything that you wish to manifest tonight. Be very detailed about it. And then in 6 months, I believe we will follow up with each other and see what we come up with. And you can all and you most certainly can use any manifestations that you did not finish manifesting on the in the Leo new moon. But I would kind of keep in that cycle. So I feel like anything that you started in the Leo new moon energy, you keep in that cycle. Okay, so it's the full moon. So from full moon to new moon again, the new moon is, yeah, from full moon to new moon, and then from new moon to full moon, and you stick to that plan, and then you start a new set of plans for the Sagittarius new moon to full moon and full moon to new moon. But I just wanted to keep y'all aware that what do you want? You know, what do you want to manifest? What do you want to create in this life? All right. So we're gonna hop right into the early morning hustle show. Like I said, I am slack this week. Forgive me. I'm trying to set, like I said, I've been working on setting a new routine, throwing things together, but I'm also trying to give myself a moment to really relax and take a deep breath. And I'm a workaholic, so I'm really trying to figure out a healthy balance in between that. But so relaxing, working, and growing is a whole bunch. So, anyways, as a hustler, and this is a tangent I'm gonna go on. As a hustler, like I feel like this. So I'm of two minds. One of my old bosses was just like, it's better if it's half-assed, it's better not sent. And I feel like when it comes to money, that is applicable. But sometimes just to be consistent, just to keep going, like I haven't not recorded a early morning hustle show since I started the early morning hustle show, and I want to be consistent in it. So I may not be able to give you everything all the time, but don't forget I'm a fucking hustler. So sometimes I can't give you all of the information, but I'm also the CEO of this. I created this so I can do what I want to do. And that's the thing that you can do when you're a hustler. When you create your own shit, you can make it work however you want to work, whenever you want to make it work. And so there's that. All right. So let's jump into this. So one, we are still praying for the Middle East. Let me tell you, I wrote this down. Biden said Israel is their man, is his man, and he's sticking beside him, bitch. Like they said, until Biden said until all of the hostages are released, they sticking behind beside Israel. And all I'm going to continue to say is to pray for the Middle East. I think like that's all we can do is pray for the Middle East. uh President Ukraine President Zelensky is what is it is I don't know what it is today, tomorrow, is trying to speak with Congress to help with the Russian to get some help with the Russian invasion. They've been at war for like, I forgot, like, but it's been a fucking minute. Russia been bing bing bam bam and them the fuck up for quite some time now. And so Zelensky trying to ask Congress for some help. I think it's saw somewhere that Congress is like, we're probably not gonna help unless um so Congress like, we don't got no more aid for Russia, for Ukraine. They like, we're not giving Ukraine no more money, no more nothing. And if we do give Ukraine some money, the Democrats gotta fold on, I think, like the border issues or some shit like that. And like, it's politics. They're being fucking politicians. And honestly, it's stressful. But it's interesting. It's interesting to see who we help and who we don't help. Who, you know what I'm saying? Who get our money and who don't get our money. Who we got money for and who we don't got money for. But goes on. And so I jump into that because, and I say that because I don't want to sound anti-Semitic. Like, I have some really good Jewish friends. Like, I like, and I say this, that I love everybody. I feel like that's like how black people feel when white people be like, I got white friends, and I don't mean it like that, but like, I don't know. I just think it's weird. Like, I don't have no answer. I just care about humans. And so with that being said, anti-Semitism is at an all-time high. I forget what school it was, but the young lady just stepped down because of the way she responded to an anti-Semitic comment. You got to be careful what you say. Like, it's never, racism is never good. Whether it's Asian or Chinese hate, whether it's Jewish, whether it's whatever kind of hate it is, hate just isn't. Hey boo, happy whatever, happy Tuesday, happy testimony Tuesday. But hate is just hate. And so y'all gotta check y'all fucking anti-Semitism at the door. All right, so what's next on the list? Oh, I don't know if I want to go into my abortion or my Trump facing criminal charges. So we can go into Trump. I love talking about Trump. So Trump is always doing some monumental shit. Trump is The question is, will he face criminal charges prior to the next election? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that I think he probably should, because if he doesn't, he has a high chance of becoming the president. Now, he talking about becoming a dictator, and that's something like, I think he on the peace pipe. Like, you can't I don't this is a miracle. I don't know that. I don't care what you say, like, becoming a dictator isn't really a thing. That's why we have checks and balances. That's why we have the House and the Senate. So what he's saying doesn't make logical sense, but whatever. But um like, it's interesting, like, they're trying to like overthrow some rules, and the Supreme Court getting involved, and they're trying to. So will Trump be facing criminal charges prior to the next presidential election? And if he is, um well, so just so you know, a person cannot run for president if they have a criminal charges, if they've been, like, if they're officially charged with them. So that'll be interesting. All right, the Texas Supreme Court is playing abortion games. And I don't know, I have to follow up with this. What's poppin' love? I have to follow up with the Texas Supreme Court in this case, because this case sounded really wonky. Essentially what they said was, this lady had asked, I believe, the state court if she could have an emergency abortion, and the state court said yes, like maybe on Friday. But on Monday, the Supreme Court told her that she couldn't, but she went out of town to go get an abortion because the fetus was gonna kill her. Listen, y'all don't understand. So I've been watching Marriage to Medicine, and what I'm learning is, especially in Black women, there's a high mortality rate when it comes to women had given birth. And is no way in hell. So right now there's a big legal battle as to women giving birth, the women abortion. So it's no way in hell I should have to fight you about whether I want to give birth or not. Like, this should be the least of my fucking worries. Like, that's like fighting you about whether I want to go shit or not. That's like you telling me, hey, no, you gotta hold your shit. But maybe that's me, and I'm making it more minuscule than what it is, but you can't, or more important than what it is, but y'all gotta chill the fuck out. It says climate change advocates at odds. Yeah, climate change advocates is pissed off. Is there fossil fuels? Is there not fossil fuels? Is something fucking up our ozone layer, or is something not fucking up our ozone layer? What are we doing here? And so there it is, because they don't know what to do. So if you're a climate change person, you might want to look into that. Travelers, oh, if you're traveling, get to the airport at least 4 hours early. It say two. I'm gonna say four. Mercury is in retrograde and is retrograde, and it's retrograding like it's never retrograded before. Like it's in the worst retrograde ever. It is. It honestly is the worst retrograde ever. Like I've been looping, bitch. I've been having to do things over and over again. I try to tell myself that we can never be more than friends. Hey Tess, if you on here, I'm going to reschedule my meeting with you sometime next week. I haven't forgotten about you. I'll be in your inbox soon. All right. So yeah, if you're traveling, what's retrograde? Retrograde. So hard to explain, but I'll explain it to you. Retrograde is when, so it has to do with the planets. And so retrograde is when a planet appears to be going backwards, but is not actually. So have you ever been like sitting at a train and the like or a train station or buy something or and like you parked, but the way like you've been looking at that train for so long, like it looked like you're going backwards, but you're not actually moving at all. That is what retrograde is. Like because of the way the planets are moving, it appears that a planet is going backwards when it's not. And what that does is it causes a um atmospheric pull, if that makes sense, that affects um that planet. So Mercury goes into retrograde. Um I want to say every 3 months for 6 weeks. I like to probably put it out at 8 weeks. And it's true. Like it's scientific. When I first heard of it, I didn't believe in it either, but I started to do research on it and it affects Mercury. So Mercury affects communications, technology, money, the way you the way you speak and travel. So when Mercury is in retrograde, it affects those things. But to add a little bit more to it, so it also depends on the sign in which that planet is in, because the planets transit each sign. Some planet transit signs faster, and some planets transit signs a little bit slower. And Mercury moves around a little bit faster than most planets. Some planets take a year or two, but all planets have a retrograde period. A lot of planets, like Capricorn, was in retrograde, but it just came out of retrograde. Thank God for that. It depends on the house and all of those things, but they do have, when something is in retrograde, it sincerely and genuinely does have an effect. The gravitational pull does have an effect um, on Earth because it happens in the ethers, if that makes sense. I hope that made sense because retrogrades are really hard to understand. It's weird, but it is a thing and it really does happen. So, and Mercury retrograde is upon us and it's here probably until mid fourth. Um, she said, "Girl, I don't know about all that. Listen, if you about like, I want to like, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Crazy enough. So, like, if you like if you short on money or if a meeting don't go as planned or you just can't talk for some reason, you're like, why the fuck can't I talk? Or shit just keep not going as planned. Mercury retrograde, it's a real thing. But anyways, that's what Mercury retrograde is. All right, so y'all pray for Tennessee. Tennessee, there's tornadoes in Tennessee. But Biden Hunter Biden is being indicted on 9 counts of tax fraud. Sips tea. Um, I don't know why they just. I think they're trying to get Hunter Biden so that they can get to. If they prove Hunter Biden did it, then they're gonna say that Joe Biden knew. But at this point, why they even like y'all need to be doing something else with y'all time because this Joe Biden turn about to be up. But whatever. All right. So really quickly, which one? Listen, I'm 10 seconds. Do you know these videos be delayed? Y'all gotta put a reference as to what you be talking about. You say what they gotta do with you. My bad, cuz. All right. So let me do. Numbers don't lie. I only got a few numbers today. I got 8 years of prison. Somebody is serving 8 years. What's popping, my love? Happy Tarot Testimony Tuesday. We on the early morning hustle show. We're doing numbers don't lie right now. I usually do the early morning hustle show in the mornings, but I knew I was gonna put some clothes on today, so I want to kind of capture this look. All right. 25% accuracy of GTP chat when medical researchers ask it questions. Listen, I don't know if you guys know about what GTP chat and what it is and how it works, but first off, 25% accuracy is not accurate, bitch. Anything is less than 100 is not accurate, but it's interesting because of the industry that I work in, understanding how AI is taking over. It's 25. It's only 25% accurate. So you're gonna let somebody with 25% accuracy. You're gonna leave your hands in 25%. You're you're gonna leave your business in 25% accurate hands. That's what I'm gonna say. Listen, y'all, I'm practicing. I'm always practicing, bitch. Numbers don't lie, bitch. Numbers don't lie. That shit only gonna be 25% accurate. Yeah, so GCP chat is interesting. Another thing about GCP chat, and then I'm gonna go to my little message of the day. But they're trying to allow AI to help judges make their decisions now. I know y'all fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. And the way that they train AI is by letting it read like history books. So you just go teach AI to be racist, bitch, because the pattern that they're gonna pick up is flawed. But mine's my fucking business. All right. So, thought of the week. This isn't the Avengers, but let's talk about the end game. If they're really using white history, we fuck. Listen, I still haven't seen Get Out. I don't want to see it because I don't feel like being. I don't be feel like my head being fucked up. That's what I'm saying. They're using history. What did you like? If they're using any history, we fucked. Because any history is white history, bitch. Even the black history is white history. What is you talking about? But we're not gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna. All right. That's why this is my black history. I create my own. Argue with the recording, bitch. Argue with what the girl said. Don't you can't make up. She said, I'm she said, I'm just saying, stop. Oh. She said, I just said, not the movie. That's how I thought you read it. That's how I read it at first, but I was just like, okay, maybe she meant the movie, bitch. Mercury. That's Mercury retrograde. That's a prime example of Mercury retrograde. The misunderstanding of something so simple. That's the simplest, innocentest way to explain Mercury retrograde. I'm thinking, I thought that you were talking about Get Out, but then insecurely I was like, okay, well, maybe she's talking about the movie Get Out. And then you're like, nah, bitch, I was saying, shut up, Get Out, stop. You know what I'm saying? Mercury retrograde. That's your life. In a nutshell. And that's going to happen to you a lot for 2 to 3 weeks, bitch. 6 to 8 weeks. Sorry. All right. The end game. So, with this being the early morning hustle show, my question is, what you hustling for? Like, what's the point of your hustle? What makes you hustle? Like, and what, like, is there a end to hustling? Like, it's like talking to strippers. Like, are you stripping because you like to strip, or is there end game? Is you trying to stack up enough money to get a fucking to open a hair salon, bitch? Is you trying to put your kids to school, bitch? Is you trying to start your own business, bitch? What's the hustle? Love you more, dog. But what's the hustle? What's the end game here? What's the point of what it is that you're doing? If you don't have no end game, then what is you doing? And that's the thing. So as we go into the new year, I love to name my years. the way I name my years, it sets the tone in my goal for the year. So my corporate year name is Off the Leash, bitch. Whew. And my personal is gonna be curious and go mad. That's the neighborhood theme for the year. Be curious and go mad. Do things that people wouldn't do. Ask questions that people wouldn't ask. But I always have a goal. I'm always hustling towards something. And the end goal of the hustle is to really to have generations after me never have to hustle like I hustle, but teach them the hustle. I'm gonna have my ancestors jumping through hoops to get to what they, but when they do, like they get it and they don't have to bow down for nobody and they gonna have to be their authentic self to get they, you know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I think about, like my dad say, love and longevity. I think about the longevity of something. I think about the end game of something. Therefore, I don't act. And when you think about the end game, and I feel like we talked about this a little bit before, but when you think about the end game of something, like you move differently, you act differently, you don't the long game. So maybe this the long game part two, but this the long game, but the end. What's the fucking goal? And so maybe especially on this Sagittarius moon, like what's your goal? Let's write out our goals for the year. And we're not mad at ourselves if we don't accomplish them, especially if we put if it's out of our hands, if it's not anything that we can control, if we've done all we can, if we've put the work in, if we sometimes some shit ain't meant to work out. But we know that. If you don't know it, go back and watch some of these other episodes. But we're gonna put forth the effort. So create some new goals, create some new end goals, and just get excited for the adventure, bitch. Cause the adventure it be adventuring, bitch. Don't be afraid to scratch shit off. Don't be afraid when you get some shit that you don't want it no more. Like sometimes it's like that. I wanted this. I worked real hard. I drove all the way here to taste this, and now it's nasty. I don't want it. A hustler not really attached to, you know what I'm saying? They just know how to take their lick and keep moving, but we know that already as well. So I want y'all to use this time, especially today, in this energy to end game. What's your end game, or what's your goal for this year? What's your end goal for 2023? We're writing our goals, and then we coming back at the end of 2023. We coming back probably the Sag full moon and let's check in, and then the end of 2023 to see what's up. What's up? Been a minute since we kicked it. You been caught up with these bitches. I don't get it. You're a star, love. You shouldn't have to deal with that. I never make you feel like that. That's all I'm saying. She said, I love me enough for the both of us. Love yourself enough to take a chance on you. Love yourself enough to believe in you. Loving yourself enough to fail and get back up and fail and get back up and fail and get back up. Love yourself enough to be kind to yourself. Love yourself enough to set a goal and then race for it, race towards it in the best possible manner. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all I got for y'all today. I'm going by my business. I'm gonna take all my chains off. I'm trying to see if I gotta get any more content. But I recorded my little video that I was gonna record. So I need to do something. I need to get my boots, but I'm not doing it. I'm done. I'm done. What you get, it's what you got, and you ain't getting no more. All right, y'all.